Welcome back, YouTube. General Soulbeck with Grandia 2, and we have crossed the granite cliffs somehow, and we are now in the home where Ryudo grew up. But Ryudo was not very keen to come back. I wonder what could have happened. Did he sleep with the chief's daughter and get kicked out, or what? Oh, I'm sure your ship needs repairs. Do you need to repair it every time you jump the cliffs? Just wondering. Asking for a friend. Alright, come up here. Game? Alright, so we gotta have our typical, hey, look at this village camera twirl thing. Yeah, looks like the kind of town I grew up in. Nothing to do except get drunk and get pregnant. And I didn't like to drink, and nobody wanted to get me pregnant. That's a good thing. Well, you've been gone for a while, so. Hey. Slime ball? Just because I slept with the... You must be the chief's son. Just because I slept with your sister. Captain Obvious. That is Tio. Oh, he's not going to tell you. Because he's got to build up the drama and the mystery. Anyway, I'm going to go to the shop and buy better equipment for everybody. Also buy some healing items. We got to be getting close to the 100 potions. I'm not sure exactly how many. But since I've pretty well kept a stock of about 20 per time, we're probably, if we don't get it within this next area, we'll probably get it pretty soon with using 100 potions. Alright, so this actually finished the last night's recording session. I would have recorded some more of this last night, but then YouTube decided it was going to take about 5 hours to process the video, the last video, so yay. Hey, it's up. Why? Maybe I wanted to see your sister one more time. You ever think about that, Blondie? Why? Just because I fucked his sister. So, what did Ryudo do? Melphis I can understand, but what did Ryudo do? Just be brother to Melphis? Somehow I doubt Yeah. Are you going to bark all day, little doggy? Or are you going to bite? Points if you get the reference. Yeah, it seems more like they're just doing the human nature thing of we must have a scapegoat. We'll blame everyone but ourselves for our problems. Oh, he's not going to tell you. We must figure it out in due time. He fucked that redhead stepchild's sister. And the redhead stepchild is all jealous because he wanted to fuck his own sister. Okay, so we need to go to Ryudo's house. It took me a minute to figure out where it was. Even with the map, I really wasn't fully looking at the map. It's not up there. That's towards the exit. It's none of these houses. It's a boarded up house. And after checking this house, I finally decided to really just look at the map and figure it out and realize I'm in the wrong section. I need to cross this bridge. This is Ryudo's old house. I bet Elena wants to see your old bedroom. Okay. Giving us some alone time again? You're so considerate, Mureg. Alright, so you want to see my old bedroom, right? That's a long story. I highly doubt Melphis had the power to break the seal himself. Alright, where do you think he could be if he's not at home? Oh, here comes the little chihuahua. Hey, just because your nephew or niece looks like Ryudo doesn't mean you have to get upset. Did Ryudo run? Because it sounds like y'all kicked him out. So, ooh. Well, now's your chance to bite, little doggy. Or run with your tail between your legs. And that's what happens to little doggies who think that they're a big doggy. The difference between you and Ryudo is that Ryudo's actually seen battle while you wish you were a tough man. You're like the little wannabe gangsters in the small town I grew up in. They thought they were all big and bad, but if they actually met a real gangster, they would shit themselves. Just because you're all cowards. Yet somehow all that was Ryudo's fault? I would like to understand how or why. She knows more than you because, again, unlike you, she's seen real battle. So you just continue to sit in your corner and shit yourself. Little coward. Okay, so to continue the story, we need to return to the inn. Once at the inn, we want to ask to be allowed to stay. None of your fucking business. Let us stay here. We'll fucking pay you for the room. Go kiss my ass. Or else you can have a conversation with my friend here. So, he's definitely here. Do I look like I brought Melphis, you fucking dumbass? Be sure to clean up the piss stains you make. It's like I said, they're wannabe gangsters. But when they meet a real one, they're gonna piss and shit themselves. Are you sure it's not their brains?
I wonder what happened to Ryudo here. Is this really where he grew up?
Miss, Do you really want to know what happened to Ryudo?
Who are you?
It does not matter. Do not look outside. Look and I will leave. One more thing. Do not repeat this to anyone. Understand?
All right. Just tell me, what happened?
Known as the Village of Swordsmen, this is where men came to polish their skills and pursue the way of the sword. Melphis and Ryudo were raised by the village chief after they lost their parents when they were young. The two began combat training and soon showed incredible progress. Melphis in particular became the greatest swordsman the village had ever seen.
Here we go, Ryudo. Ha! Not even close.
Ryudo spent all day, every day, practicing with his best friend, Gata. Melphis was admired for being the strongest swordsman in the village. Eventually, Melphis became engaged to the village chief's daughter, Rena. The good-natured Rena was already like a sister to Ryudo.
Like this sword without a cloud,
Like this blade, pure and true.
we shall become swordsmen, strong of heart.
Then, one day, a terrible storm beset the village. From the altar of the idol came an unusual rumbling. The idol was a sword of such terrible power that it could only be wielded by the most powerful swordsman in the world. The sword was believed to protect the village from harm. Rena went to the altar to quiet the angry idol. The villagers waited for Rena to return safely, but hope as they might, the strange rumblings did not cease. No one knew what happened to Rena. Thus began a terrible tragedy. When Rena did not come back, the worried village chief sent Melphis and a few other villagers to investigate. Yet the storm and rumblings only grew worse. Ryudo silently trailed Memphis. And witnessed
Malphus! Rena! Malphus! It can't be. No. What? Memphis? How could you?
Ryudo wept at the side of the dead Rena. Her body lay, as it were, impaled upon the sword of Memphis. The villagers searched the island, but found neither hide nor hair of Memphis. Murderer, idol thief. This is how Memphis was now known. Because of his brother, Ryudo could no longer live in the village. So he came to live as a geohound. That was about 3 years ago.
So up until now, Ryudo has lived bearing his own sorrow like that.
Betrayed by the brother he trusted most, he became leery of ever trusting anyone again.
It must have been hard, being driven into exile, living all alone. The poor thing.
Your understanding that will make it all much easier on him.
So that is what happened here. I still fail to see how any of that is Ryudo's fault. But, like I said, it's human nature, wanting to have a scapegoat for all their problems. It's never our fault, it's always someone else's fault. Alright? Yeah. Well, that's because you're a pissant coward. Horns of Valmer. That makes sense. Millennia did say that Memphis had the Horns of Valmer. Anyway, just head to the back of the village where the cemetery was. There's a gate. That's how we get out. I'm going to end the video here, so drop a like if you're enjoying the walkthrough. Feel free to subscribe for more. If you feel like making a donation to the cause, there is a link in the description where you can buy me a coffee. It is not required, but it's always appreciated. And I will see you guys next time as we hunt for Memphis.